liar. He said he never reached out to a blogger, and they denied it. That's what he said, right? He said he never, I don't know how to turn the backlight off. Somebody help me, please. That denied him, and he said no. So, listen to this. Keys T posted, Don Russell $1 million secret scheme in R. Kelly's name. Caught. Don Russell reached out and said, are you willing to have a discussion? She never replied. That's another lie that he got caught in. Y'all see it?
That I have reached out to, not just that. In the beginning, she put out, she started to put a lot of bullshit, and she didn't respond. So I think, fine, as long as it stays up, it's good for me. I mean, so the video she put out, put on live about the morning,
Do anybody got any questions for the man? It's gonna be like a 30-second banana. They say Donna is trying to deflect heat from him. He sounds like a freaking crybaby. Ask him, will he speak to Kels? And if so, can he set up a spokesperson we can send our evidence to?
Listen to the deflection.
You heard that?
Where is your page that I'm trying to get on to? And what is the local name?
It's Debunking Gun. DEBOSKI.
D-O-B what?
DEBO.
No.
Okay, I'm trying to use your question. Okay, I got Debunking Gun.
Yeah.
Right, Bill.
I'm going to it, so it should be live.
Yeah, it's live.
Okay, yeah, there we go right there. Alright, so now I'm watching.
When I see y'all.
Let me do this. Okay, go ahead.
Has Don spoken with the lawyers about the info he has?
Wait.
No.
Wait. He still didn't answer the first question. Y'all hear that, right? But then when the second question went along, he said, no, I have not. Now listen.
Talk to me, they won't call me, and I don't really check it. I don't think they're doing a good job of representing God. I mean, that's just too much shit that ain't done. I understand that. So down to character witnesses that come in, and then they would.
Why can't you see it, Sunshine?
Actually, character people, his family, his sister Teresa, to execute his first girlfriend with these, to his bus drivers, to his personal security guards, the very hateful guys, and none of them have been contacted by Washington. So
watch this. If you can go all the way back that far, my question is how? When you have said on multiple platforms that you've only been around since the I Admit Something. You said you used to tap that, used to street perform with him back when y'all was young. and then you left, and then you came back doing the I Admit joint. That was probably like 2-3 years ago. So how can you go all the way back to Barry Hankerson if you don't know and you wasn't there? And how can you say who was around when you wasn't there? Okay, hold on. Let me finish.
Okay. What up, y'all? What up? What up? What up? How y'all doing? How y'all doing today? Thanks for coming out. I ain't gonna be here long, but y'all know I have to get my laugh on. I'm feeling much better. Thanks to all of you guys who have asked about my well-being over here on the other states from where you are. I appreciate that. Feeling good. Yeah, feeling good. I think I don't want to jump the gun too much, but so far so good. 2 days feeling good. So, however, still got a little sniffles and stuff. I'm gonna continue with my health method of what I was treating myself. So, feeling okay. How y'all feeling out there? How you guys are feeling? Is the mic okay? Can I get a mic check? I see you, Parnell. You say you want me to put on the party bus video. You want to see the party bus video? I think I may have about 2 of them. You know, one of them had Valencia Love sister on one of them, in case you guys remember that one. I can probably do that for you if I can remember to get around to it, dog. Thank you, Capricorn, Claudine. Give y'all some shout out. Melissa, Miss Brown Sugar, had a beautiful day with you, sister. Had a beautiful day with you. I see you, my love Empress. All of my, where's Harlem? I see Harlem, my Maz. Thank you guys. All of the people who are enjoying your emojis to accommodate you in the chat room as Pap, you know, run her mouth. You got your laughing one, your fighting one, your music one. Go ahead on and use those in the chats as you see, please. But I brought y'all here today because we all like to go back down memory lane on some things. I don't know how many of you guys caught my community post that was pertaining to Atmos Love posting that he put up pertaining to paperwork, you know, and everybody knows that you can put whatever you want in a paperwork, right? The prosecutorial people, yeah, those good old boys, good old girls, yeah. Who, you know, and we'll get into that. What's going on, Lily? I got my sauce, haven't tasted yet. I recommend if you guys are interested in trying out Lily's tasty barbecue sauce. I believe it comes in hot, mild, sour, sweet, I don't know. She's got her label on it, so it's marketed. And from what I hear from a good friend of mine, she said that it is damn good. So I am going to be giving it a little taste as soon as I go and I got to pick up some of that. I forgot the name of it, for something that goes on the chicken, but I will be letting you know about her sauce, you guys. So we have another Black female, intermediate at her entrepreneur skills. So, you know, as always, we try to support one another around the globe. So if you are interested in some of YDK with Lily, hot, mild, sweet and sour, hot sauce, go ahead and give her a try. Hit her email up, and I tell you, it comes pretty fast. That girl moves a little bit faster than the Pony Express and FedEx. I swear she do. I was like, well, damn, that shit came so fast, it's ridiculous. I was like, well, okay. So hook her up, you know, look up, y'all, look her up. And we don't have to like each other to you know, to support each other. You just don't have to do that, you know. So just sliding through. That's what's up, Dom K. Yeah, you know, Dom, when I do something like that, I don't like to become a brainiac all the time, but there's some things that will just raise your hair. And before I know it, Dom, I was just, you know, chilling on the couch. I was watching Women at War. Excellent series, but it's only one series. It's only one episode. Wait, not one episode. How do you say it? One series, or, you know, it doesn't have the 2, so it ends pretty quick, probably about a good 12 hours. Absolutely, it's good, y'all. So I kind of got lost in that. For me to not be series lady. I don't like to watch long, dragged out drama talking, but this one right here, y'all, Woman of War, Woman at War, something like that, is pretty damn good. I have to give it a 9.5, y'all. It caught my attention, and I spent the day pretty much getting through that. So it went off, and now I'm down here and said, well, I want to talk to the people today. A couple of videos that I'd be hearing. So I'm going to talk about my posting, Dom, and the reason why I took time to do that post, because, and it came off of me seeing Atmos Love put up a piece of the documents that was filed and talked about pertaining to Drunken Larry. I guess you can just put it in the paperwork and everybody can believe what they want to choose us to believe, but there's always some doubt. There's always that doubt. And if you put a family tree together, so to speak, right, you can pretty much, come up with my thought that I had pertaining to my post. However, not really here for that, but we can get into it. Thank you, Don K. We can get into that too. Let's go back to this video right here for 1 freaking minute, okay? Just played you guys that video. When and where it is that boy that you guys know over there across the street goes by the name of Bookham. That's what I call him, and it is what it is. As far as now, everybody should know me that I'm not a subliminal type of female. I'm calling your goddamn name out on the shits. And it is what it is. Right now, there's a lot of people on the shits. And if that's the perception that I see, that's the perception that what I see, I'm going to give back on what I see and not change it up for nobody in the freaking world. You have to keep in mind, nobody pays these bills over here. Nobody takes care of Pap over here. Pap. Okay. So I don't have anything to cover up or to hide. But when I say that, like you guys say, these streets is so full of hot goddamn air out here. You can't even put no more air in the balloons. They all blowed up. It's just a matter of time of when it just, pops. But subliminal, boy, it makes me feel some type of way. You got, it's just crazy. You never know who a person is talking about. They never tell you names or this or that for whatever reason or another that they may have of doing so. But I can't understand, for the sake of me, when it comes to the community, how you guys just let people get away with it. I don't understand that. And you all sit there like, that's 100. That's right. That's true. Check mark that. And like, you don't even know who the hell the person is talking about. And I'm like, where they do this shit at? Where do they do? Of course, YouTube, right? Let's get into this other video. The first one that I played you, and it's one of a million with this guy. It's just one of many. Every video, damn near every video that Bookham has been in or has done himself, it has so much hypocrisy throughout the video. I guess he knows that he's doing it, or does he even know that he does it? Like, you can't say, or you shouldn't say one thing about another person, but then you're doing it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that just doesn't make sense. But that's just his way of what he likes to call commentary. What's going on, Gisela? What's going on? APZ, Louisa, what's going on? What's going on? So, at the beginning of the journey for R. Kelly, everybody had their little corners of where they were, Then and throughout the middle of the shits, right? It's pointing the fingers at who's who. Some people folded, some people didn't. Now we at the fourth quarter, like they like to say out here, where the main people that we all learned of who had this vengeance against Mr. Kelly, they're all pointed fingers and they're all talking about each other. However, they're still not quite telling the community all of their, I'm glad you did too. All of the narrative. They're still not, you know. And a lot of people in the community, and I'm so proud to watch them, to know with their common sense that, you know, people are going to protect people. They can argue and fight with tooth and nail. They will. But will they protect themselves? Absolutely. If one goes down, it will drag down all of the others, right? In my community posts, I just want to touch on that just for a second, right? And I want to touch on, it was posted, the paperwork came from being posted by Atmos Love. It just come down my timeline. Didn't have to click on a channel or anything. So, you know, I kind of clicked on it, went to reading it, and I couldn't help but to notice that he was highlighting some parts about what the prosecution had typed up and in their paperwork concerning Drunken Larry. And in the paperwork, it was kind of saying that, you know, they went and they did their findings on it, you know, under oath, I guess, or they swear that it's possible that Drunken Larry had absolutely no doings in the situations of those emails, or knowing the BOP officer A, or doing this. Now, this came all from the prosecution side, okay? Here's my point to that, right? Atmos Love posted that up as if he knew or he knows Drunken Larry is authentic 100%. That only works two ways. You either really, really know this guy, right? I mean, throughout childhood, college, you know, high school, football team, like you really know this guy. Because if you're just now coming across Drunken Larry right at the turn of the pike of when Mr. Kelly got arrested, right? And now you jump on board with the guy that you have no clue of anything about his past life, or, you know, his schoolings or his mom or anything. I can't understand how Atmos, as a deacon or a pastor or man of God or whatever he is, can trust what he says just because it's in the paperwork, or just because a man speaks. You understand what I'm saying? It's like he put this up like Drunken Larry is absolutely authentic. Drunken Larry does no wrong. Like he knows this boy. At this point, I'm looking to, you know, reading and stuff, and I'm saying to myself, Drunken Larry doesn't have to look like the idiot now. He doesn't. He's got other people that looking like idiots for him, if you ask me. Because there's no way that anybody should be putting validity on someone that you just don't know. You know a person by via YouTube. That's it. That's all. And you stick your neck and your head out to defend particular people, you know, in a sense, like Drunken Larry, with a background, an extensive background that he had created amongst himself with this high-speed bullshit that he got himself caught up to. You can listen to Drunken Larry tell you about all of his goddamn mishaps of his life, from Chicago, from Detroit, from New Hampshire. He done lived everywhere. And this is a person who Atmos Love doesn't mind putting validity on. I can't understand that. I get so confused with that. You know, maybe Atmos might want to say, well, you use the words, well, maybe, or this what I heard, you know, or that. But when you get out there and you start putting out there that you follow down a track with one person and putting that person on the pedestal, you'll end up eating your words. Everybody in the world should know that the prosecution has some boundaries. The prosecution are bounded under oath. The prosecution works for the government. Their job is to win a conviction by any means necessary. Any means necessary. If they got to put stuff in a paperwork and the defense tries to go up against that, the prosecution has their mysterious ways of getting around a lot of things to make it stick. It can be some type of conflict of interest, meaning relations with the judge. It might be a nephew that has a grandson that has an auntie over there. Judge may decide to act some kind of way. You understand what I'm saying? I hope so. So with that being said, I don't know if there was a motion or not. I just kind of threw that in there on, if there was a motion with Jennifer Bonjean obtaining her information so that she can have her defense for Mr. Kelly. But because the prosecution had spoken and put it up in the paperwork, you have that side of the team over there is like confident that that's the end of it. And boy, I'm here to tell you that it just may not be Atmos. And this is just my opinion. You might have to realize that some things that was withheld or was not available upon request from a defense team has all rights to put that in their paperwork, just in case, and in the appellate court, she can show where she was possibly refused from obtaining certain information. And without that information, it led her to run a weakened defense to defend her client to the best of her ability. So there is millions of ways, yes, there are, for the prosecution to get past things that they do in the paperwork. And it just baffles me that you don't get to see this other side really open up their eyes to some things, meaning stop staying stuck at exactly what you see right there. You got to go out and beyond the box. Now think about the what ifs, or because no one knows how Jennifer Bonjean may be working on her appeal. I think that the team over there is going to be in for a rude awakening. I do. I talked about these videotapes. Look cute. I think that picture is, I want to say 2 years old, maybe 2 years old, Lily, maybe 2. I think I was just turning 50 on that picture. I really do. I think so. Somewhere 49 or 50 on that picture. It kind of sucks because we need to put the dates and stuff on the back of the picture so you can really remember, but it's somewhere around that time though. Shoeshine, I miss Shoeshine Shorty. Where is he? Thanks, babe. So the videos I talked about that on my community post as well, right? Because the argument from what I'm hearing, and I believe one of the media people who was allowed in the courtroom had spoke on it. I just got to go back and find the video. It's somewhere in my saved library, you guys, where this media lady said that it was several of them that was allowed to go in a private room and listen to the audio of this alleged videotapes that everybody has been saying from the other side. He slept with minors, he slept with minors, he slept with minors, and he's a pedophile. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I'm gonna tell y'all how I felt about that after I was listening to these media people who were allowed to come in and listen to the audio. To me, it's no difference if you're listening to it and you're watching it. What was the difference? Is that how they were able to get around it? Is that how that Judge Donnelly was able to get around something that has been declared illegal? Minors on tapes. It's illegal, right? Well, I asked myself, well, how would the judge allow the media to listen to something that had minors on it? Did it have minors on it or did it not? You understand what I'm saying? They said that they could not see any of the tape. They were only able to hear the tape. So in my post, I talked about these videotapes, right? And LaShonda Landfair. So they brought LaShonda Landfair back to trial. What was it? How many years later, you guys? What is this? 2008. She was on that one. So we over 20 years or something plus, right? I feel that the law contradicts itself. And that's just me. Yeah, right, Lily, right. So I feel that the law contradicts itself because we now know that what was it, the governor or somebody where they passed the law that there is good evening, Scorpio, one deep in Scorpio. I see you in here, boo. I see y'all. Ashley, what's going on? What's going on? It passed a law saying that there will not be a time limit for any alleged victims to come out and make their claims if they have been taken advantage of or what, hey, angel love, and all of that good stuff, right? But yet then, they didn't set a time limit on evidence that was used before. That's what I feel like it was. I feel that it's all evidence. I feel that when you're talking about LaShonda Landfair, whom was involved in the 2008 trial, they had to bring the evidence forth, right? Brought evidence forth. Mr. Kelly was found not guilty and went home. After the 2008, up until where we are now, they bring her back to court. As they're listening to this alleged audios, was she still a little girl or what? What do they do? Old tapes? I don't know, y'all. That's crazy. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Got my baby calling me. Yeah. Okay. So you guys don't find that weird. And it's funny to me how we know that there is truly a hate gang going on against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, because they make it obvious, right? You bring a tape back up into a courtroom of the same person. You sound, shut up, Lily. You just hush up there now. The same tape. They bring the stuff back. And not expect for Mr. Kelly to say, this is double jeopardy. I mean, I definitely look at it like that way, but I get it. They moved it to federal. And I understand that. But there is nothing in the world that should have been able to supersede something that happened using the same videos allegedly back from 2008. Therefore, with this governor or whoever who put the law into effect that these allegations can still be brought up against a person 20 or 30, 40 for the rest of your life. The door is open. You can go now and make this claim. But how do you go and make a claim on someone of something, especially when you know you need evidence to prove your claim? How do we allow the law to continue to use the same freaking evidence. How? Because if they brought LaShonda Landfair back now, wouldn't you have expected to see if Mr. Kelly was this type of person? Wouldn't you expect to see some new shit? And if there was some new shit, she wouldn't be underage. Therefore, there would not be any charges to put towards him, right? So they had to be using old ass shit to push this stuff through. You say our special pay. Oh, I got a hoodie on, y'all. It's a little warm down here. Anyways, I'm gonna make this a little bit quicker, you guys, because I really did not want to come on tonight, but it is what it is. So let me let y'all hear this, because right now we're out here watching this merry-go-round about who's lying, who's not lying, who do you believe, who you don't believe, you know, all that stuff. My mind is made up. Like I say, I've been watching Bookham for a mighty long time. Mighty long time. Bookham feels as if you say anything about him, you're against him or you hate him, and all that good stuff, right? And that's pretty much not the case. It's insane to say that you hate somebody that you don't know. It's insane to, you know, do the things that we saw him doing, but he doesn't take ownership at it. And that's, I guess that's cool. It is what it is, right? It's saddened to watch that he conducts his channel with predominantly a lot of females. And a lot of females that actually sit around, and it's okay for him to say the things and do the things that he does. For instance, you know, he's getting scot-free. It's okay that he went down and had steak and shake and shrimps and shit with the crucifying guy. You know, Drunken Larry had a motive when he came out, and he completed his motive. And his motive was to jump inside of something that had absolutely nothing to do with him, made it work in his favor, allegedly, as the people say, to have a reduction in his sentencing for the criminal activity that he conducted in his life. He used this case. In the paperwork that Atmos Love posts up, he posts up how the prosecution found no findings of Drunken Larry being involved in anything. That was all he posted up. I find it funny that Atmos Love can only point out that type of stuff, and that's one-sided. And it sucks that Atmos Love sits to show and to be a one-sided character. But yet then he'll also try to express and show the people how much of a good man he can be. You see how people try to fool God? You see how people try to fool God? If you're going to show what he presumes is the good things and the good deeds, or what the prosecution couldn't find on Drunken Larry, but he refuses to talk about the other stuff. And you know what he says to justify that? He's not part of the case. Why would I talk about that? You have to pay attention to people like that. Because if you can talk about and put the paperwork up about the prosecution's not showing this, I'm pretty sure you can balance and check yourself and say, well, but he does have this. How is it okay for you to like him or validate him over here on the right side, but then his left side is all fucked up because he's not in the paperwork? A good man is a good man, and a bad man is a bad man. And there's no way to straddle that. There's just absolutely no freaking way. What? Because he talks good and I did this and I do this for my community. He gets those brownie points, I guess, from Atmos. I don't know. You know, that's what it seems like to me. But Booker made that trip down to Vegas. Told everybody he had to go and do his show for the gay movie. So how did he get around it? The people of his team was Oh yeah, he's just doing, oh, he ran, he's doing a show and he just ran into a drunk and decided to get there. No, that shit was planned out, allegedly. And coming on screen, talking to the people. And see, this is what cordial people do. This is what intellectual men can sit and have these type of conversations. And only Luke Skywalker would probably buy that shit, but the community did not buy it. So he got upset with everybody. He didn't care. I don't care what he states, right? I can't understand how he just could not lay his fat ass low and just not be involved with those people, knowing that he came out here with the gesture that he's all for chaos. He did that to himself. So how do you go to be an influencer to R. Kelly community of real supporters, but yet then go over and sit and have steak and shake and shit over there? How? It somehow he just could not understand it. So to him, his seed to plant next is, you all are not the real supporters. You all was supposed to accept the fact that this man who's been screaming for 3-4 years out here, 5 years, whatever that, because I know Mr. Kelly personally, that it was okay for him to do that. Now, mind you, the big arguments that went on his live and over on the Catfish Big Mouth Ass Live, all over there, you got the same people yelling at each other, pointing fingers with each other, still grouped up with each other and all of that shit, right? So, and of course he pops up. So yeah, it is so much to say about this shit. It's just ridiculous. It's so much, and I just, it's a headache. It's a headache. Everybody now, not everybody. There's quite a few people that has had an opportunity to have Mr. Kelly on an audio with them. Not him. Not him at all. Nothing. You get nothing from him. Nothing but talk. Nothing. He's such this guy of Mr. Kelly. And I'm sure it was a question that a lot of you guys asked. Why didn't Mr. Kelly give him an interview or a Q&A? Why haven't Mr. Kelly validated him yet? Something isn't right with that picture. You can't possibly be the caliber that you say you are to Mr. Kelly. And Mr. Kelly goes off to acknowledge other people and not him. That's a red flag. That's a red goddamn flag. But back to the drunken thing, right? Because he went down here. Now, you have to ask yourself, with all of the bickering and back and forth and all this stuff, and he knows this and he knows that, how do you explain some shit like that, this coming out now after Mr. Kelly has been handed down a sentence? Huh? Why not Mr. Kelly, that was on an audio asking about freaking emails, but not asking about any information pertaining to these guys, right? The drunken labbers and stuff like that, right? Why? Because Bookham knows it all. He knows all about them, right? He's been all on the phone calls with them, all on the eBay, you name it. He's been right there with the other side of the team, that alleged, well, it ain't alleged, that came after Mr. Kelly's neck, okay? Wouldn't you to think that Mr. Kelly been forewarned about these people? I'm going to always stick to that audio about, or I should say with Cash Jones. It'll never leave my head, never. That was Cash Jones on that audio. That was not Bookham. And since he knows so much, he likes to go eat steak and shake and scrimp. That should have been him on that phone call with Mr. Kelly. Nobody else. And I'm talking about coming from the YouTube screens, not the streets, the screens. It should have been him. Wasn't him. It's Cash Jones. It's Cash Jones. His team should have, maybe a problem with that. I don't know. It's not too long that it's going to go by with those skeletoscope over there. Nope. I'm not going to spill the beans on that just yet, but you mark my words and you just watch, because the only reason that I can find that she sits over and have her fun, with him over there, and it's because she had a few bumps in the road over here with some people. She'd rather get her stuff out. She seems to be a little bit of a camera shy to do her lives and stuff, right? So she catered to over there where there is a little protection going on. But I think that she's also been dropping, her jewels on him. It's just getting overlooked. I don't think that she's taking that boy out of the equation, even though she comes on here and tells us, well, and it ain't about him. It ain't about him. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. He's the only person, whether she realizes it or not, that he's went after every single body that he could that allegedly was out here to support Mr. Kelly. And a supporter, I guess we can finally say, they don't do that type of shit. It's a damn shame, Don. We're going to damn that twice. Hey, Priscilla. I won't be here but about another 5 or 10 minutes. Let's play this video, because this is where I want to show you guys where he contradicts. Listen to this shit. Just contradicts. Contradicts.
That's it. Even when y'all seen the BS that they done to put me in this predicament, y'all still showed out for me.
Wait a minute, let's go back. This when one of the begging started. Oh, copyright.
Even when y'all seen the BS that I was worried about you, Dave. Shannon, I'm good, baby. I'm good.
Now, let me pause that for 1 second. I'm not going to put the live up. Do y'all remember at the bottom of his screen when it was scrolling about the defense fund, and Scooby-Doo was breaking that defense fund down hard? For the record, Bookham was not the first person that came out and started talking about the Drunken Larry thing. Had he not had his head so far up his ass, he'd have been dead on spot when Scooby-Doo was breaking down all of Drunken Larry's shit, all of it. But he was too busy trying to argue, with them and fight them and beat them up. But now, who's fighting the person now that Scooby-Doo was exposing? What you fighting them for now? No, don't fight and argue with him now, because Scooby-Doo broke down every bit of Drunken Larry, every bit of him. Now you have to. She said, well, "Scooby-Doo, don't mind that right now." We ain't gonna even go there. But Scooby-Doo know who Scooby-Doo is, but it ain't Scooby-Doo right now on no hate thing. It ain't no hate thing about it. It's just, he would always say, Dom. Thanks, Dom. He knows who it is. Man, Scooby-Doo and I got into it a long time ago, and it was just a name that it just stuck with him, Hey, Scooby-Doo, where are you? You find a place to, I don't know the song, no, because he was Scooby-Doo, he was finding all the shit, like, this is the dog, he was on the shit. But had Bookham tucked his tail, disregarded about who was going to take leadership and do this and be the boss of this and be the boss of that. I know, right, sugar baby? You know, then just maybe he wouldn't be sitting over there now arguing with an alleged informant. He wouldn't be doing that today. But no, see, it was about this leadership competition thing. Yeah, it was about Scooby-Doo putting out all this information and he wasn't getting any of it. He wasn't getting shit. He couldn't top Scooby-Doo when it came to information. Not at all. Scooby-Doo had all of the information dropping out here pertaining to Angelo, pertaining to 10 Savages, all of them, pertaining to you name it, of the ops. He was dropping it. But for some apparent reason, Bookham, he didn't want to link up with it on that subject, right? Breaking down who all was on that freaking board. No, you couldn't get that nigga to come back and bounce off of Scooby-Doo commentary at all, to agree with nothing. No, he's always against it, right? Instead, and you know, supporters, that's what you do. You bounce off the person that is supporting what you support. You try to do further research and validate exactly what they put up there. You have to try to agree with that person because that's what you see, what that person sees. But this nigga over here, he didn't come back on anything. Only thing he was coming back with is to fight. He wanted to fight, and fight, pull up, talk about, you know, do all this, talked about the Scooby-Doo baby, the moms like crazy. That's what he was on. Instead of him bringing out the facts to collaborate with Scooby-Doo stuff. Now, that was over a year ago. Now, here he is in this fight with Drunken Larry, right? Now you want to tell all the Drunken Larry shit. Now you want to read all the paper. Now you want to call him this and you gonna beat him up. You gonna slap him when you see him. What's going on? Welcome to the Papa Lillian show. What's going on, Queen? Yeah. Now he wants to do it, child. Astrology. Let me ask the chat. Do y'all give a fuck? Do you give a fuck? I be over here saying that's good for you. That's good for you. And Drunken Larry called it out. Nigga, you work for us. You did everything for us. When we said do it, you did it. I'm pretty sure he didn't have a choice to do so, being that, you know, there were special gifts being sent to him, right? What's going on, Deja Love? Special gifts, computers, and showed him how to hook himself up with getting most of the cash apps. Boy, you better get them cash apps, you know, all of that stuff. So it was damn with the Team Kale side. This side over here is helping me get some beneficial packages, you know, but now the table has turned. Ain't that something? The table has turned. Reading Drunken Larry's paperwork, it was done already. Not once, twice, three. I think Scooby-Doo might have went over that shit about 10 times. Arguing with him about his charges on there. Now he wants to sit over there and think he can break it down. Well, newsflash, you best to believe that your own people over there was watching Scooby-Doo break down that goddamn Drunken Larry paperwork. But now he feels like that he done struck gold, man. He feels that he done stumbled across something new. Hell, even my great grandmama know the story in her grave. I was telling her, you know, whispering to her up in heaven when Scooby-Doo was dropping the shit. I was, Grandma, you see this shit here? Gold, man. I ain't lying. What's going on, T-Rod? I ain't lying. Nigga, you ain't got nothing new. The only thing that you have right now is some shit so that you can come back on Drunken Larry, because Drunken Larry said you was his hoe. That was it. You mad about that shit. See, what you should have not done with his broke ass was taking those gifts from Drunken Larry. Since you took those gifts from him, Yeah, Drunken Larry pretty much hold a little bit of power over your ass. Yeah, you took them gifts, buddy. And that was probably stolen too. You know, Drunken Larry is damn criminal. Hell, he probably had used Angelo truck to pull up in back of office mat and loaded up a bunch of shit. And you got one of them. Let me play this video, boy, where you know you was broke.
Didn't see. You know, I got it. You know what? I'm gonna put it out there.
Yeah, put it out there,
because I'm excited.
We know you excited, old orange head over there looking like a black Trump.
But I'm gonna say this.
What you gonna say? Let me see what you say.
I wouldn't have got it this soon if it wasn't for you all. And I want to say shout out to the dream team.
Shout out to the dream team. The dream team that got you fucked up.
Y'all showed out for me. Even when y'all seen the BS that they done.
What they do?
To put me in this predicament. Y'all
boy, your ass came in a predicament.
I'm gonna show this Joan.
Show it then.
I'm gonna show this Joan.
Go show.
Because I'm excited about it.
Now, this is when he was walking through the apartment. The carpet was all fucked up and stains and shit was all on the kitchen counter and stuff. And he thought he fell across a mansion, y'all. He felt this is a, you know, and no disrespect to the people that is on Section 8, but it was clearly low income.
Well, no, we can bring it to the front door. Okay. What is it like now? Is new house on show you. See my garage. I ain't showing the development on there, but
I agree with that, Don. I totally agree. But you know what? Bookham thought he was outsmarting them, to be honest with you. He really did. He thought that he was going to show up down there and get all kind of goddamn information and shit. How's an informant going to get some information from an informant? Where they do that at? How, dog? How? That's just not possible.
I don't know.
Let me fast forward this part though, y'all. This shit's crazy. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay,
and believe in me.
Let's talk.
I don't think y'all would
exactly, dog.
How that work? To help, but because y'all seen me working daily and getting off my ass, going out busting my ass.
Boy, I seen you working at a gas station.
And to see that happen right after I paid all of my bills.
Here's the manipulating part.
Placed it on your heart.
That's why they want to throw the sympathy card in.
To actually donate to help me reach my goal of $1,000. And I thank every last one of y'all for that. From that point,
I don't even believe he reached $1,000. Oh, well, he might have got it. He might have got it.
I see people saying y'all subscribers have to or should want to pay the content creator for bringing content. Well, here's my thing. If you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't. But your job as subscribers are not obligated to pay us. Y'all are not obligated to pay us at no time. Therefore, we bring content because we love to bring content. That's
because we like to lie. That's what he meant to say.
And if you guys decide to slip us like a 50 or 100 or 20 or 10 or 5 or 1, we should be thankful for that. We shouldn't be like, y'all need to do this, hit this, do that. Man, fuck all that. As many days I went without
astrology, he get real happy. Money and food.
They had to make me. Thank y'all so much. But they had to make me.
You know what?
To help me with this situation.
You know what? Wasn't it funny how he be talking, right? And when that money dropped, he could stop at a heartbeat, and then he'll jump back into his shit. That nigga like, oh, I got money. Oh, thanks for the money. And then he get right back into the bullshit, right? I mean, oh my God, I'm almost done here. Listen.
Bro was one of the ones like, ask your subscribers. Grown man said, yo, ask your subscribers. I'm like,
who said it? He said grown man told him,
I'm thankful that
you better
I did
hustle.
because y'all helped me.
Yeah. Then he started his BS.
They thought that they was hurting me. But God turned that all around. I got a better job, less stress, and a bigger crib. Less. Can I have to pay less on it? So at the end of the day, you guys helped me, and I thank y'all for that. But you ain't gonna see me saying, oh, hit my cash app. Y'all gotta do this. Y'all gotta make sure I got a place to stay in another. No. If you are grown, you should be able to foot your own bill unless something tragic happens.
Now, in that, I just wanted to show y'all where he contradicts himself at. Yeah, that's all I wanted to show y'all so that you can understand contradiction. You have to understand it. And one breath, I don't need nothing. I ain't 50s and your 10s and you want, you either need it or you don't. To do that. If you on the train ride of saying, hit the cash out, then just do that. But then when you sit here to make an excuse about how you don't need it, or y'all saw me working my meat off of my fingers and all that goddamn ass shit, I'm telling y'all, that's a hustler. That's a hustler, y'all. That's a hustler, But I don't know. You say go rob a bank, nigga. Yeah, he made fun of Tyson. Talked about it like it was just that easy for him to do. He had that little bit of involvement with DJ's son over there. He came on. I don't know who has the video, but he admitted it. Yeah, we did it. Me and Levi and the drunk Larry. He was down for all of that stuff that was happening to that man over there, to DJ. He was down with it. It was laughable. It was funny. But now it's not funny that the shoe is on the other foot right now, where you got a nigga who you done ate steak and shrimp and milkshakes and shit with, turn and say that you his hoe. He don't like that shit. He didn't like it. You his hoe. That's fucked up. That's what you call karma. That's exactly what you call karma. Even though Drunk Larry is a crud and creed and crooked ass criminal, and it is what it is, but it took that criminal to call out another criminal. Yeah, it's like this is insane. And that's pretty much what Drunken Larry was doing, kind of in a gentle way. He book him, get a little sugary. So he didn't want to go too hard on the boy. You say I keep adding shit. I keep adding food and corn and shit. Fucking ho-hos and shit. That boy likes to eat. And turn around and ask another man, am I fat? Like that, like what? Or you ask another nigga about your physique, man. I don't know. I know Drunken Larry felt, okay, this shit is awkward. Nigga, I ain't looking at you like that, but you caught up in the moment, he's over there, nah, man, you ain't fat. Yeah, little sugary ass nigga. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. But he's literally fought, everybody because you guys didn't take him in. Like the pretty little girl that he was looking with his orange hair. Y'all didn't take him in. So he's pretty upset with a lot of you guys. He's pretty upset. And as the Dream Team says, fuck y'all. Dream Team mad at y'all out here, boy. They standing in front of Dana with the whole armor suit on and shit. Yeah, Dana, you my hoe. He got livid, girl. He got really livid. That shit was crazy. Who knows where this stuff is all it was the firm then. He was the firm. What else? He had three. Didn't he have about 3, 4, Dom? He just kept changing up until he found something that really stick, the dreamy team. Oh, shit. I don't know, y'all. It is what it is, but, you know, Hap, I'm gonna end this with this, you guys, and I'd like to thank y'all for joining, but I'm about to run out for a minute. So you say don't forget book of tip jar. Girl, he had, didn't he? He had the tip jar, the Zelle, the V-Mo. He had, you can send your money anywhere. He was gonna get it. You could drive by and set it on the curb and that nigga was gonna get it. The dreamy team, girl, yeah, they be dreaming. So, you know, I don't know. He needs to get out his head about everybody. People hate him. Nobody knows him to hate him. What people don't like is, you know, watching a person who can come up with multiple lies so fast. And you know, now you don't know what, he don't know where to go now. He don't know what side of the team to be on. Yeah, he dreaming. He over there dreaming that he can be in a relationship with that darn girl that on the show that he come on with. You know where he take it? Something to keep that little pecker down for watching her. And she's a pretty young lady. You know, he imagining that, honey. Shit. And then he get off of that and go take a peep at Sylvia Titty. Then he go look at Jasmine Coochie. He got, I told you he's a piece of a picture phone. He's a picture phone freak. He got all them old pictures over there. Nasty. Just nasty. So I don't know, y'all. I just, you know, I just came in to chill with y'all for a minute, but I got to get up out of here, and we'll have a real live one and a real funny one sometime through the week. Okay. I just, and he hates me. I don't know why he hates me. Does anybody in the chat knows why does that boy hates me? I don't understand why he don't like me. He ought to be sitting over here laughing at my shit because it's the truth. You laugh at the truth, not at no goddamn lies. They like, boy, you might want to join the Papillion team over here. The BAP. Book 'em. If you have not yet, you might as well subscribe. He might as well subscribe. Y'all go tell Booker he might. Oh no. Oh no, Dom. I'll burn my shit off, but Dom, I set lighter fluid to this shit. No. Anyways, y'all be careful. Pay attention to all of your people who has all kind of excuses in the world. You know, and it's just my opinion, sitting around, you know, because it's a cordial thing and we can all communicate. Pay attention to people, get you lost in the stories because you don't get names and nothing to them. How do you follow stories that doesn't have any name to it? You know, and leave you in the world of assumption. And then you turn around and try to, you know, rock and ride with your people, but they lead you down the river into the mud pile. How? Because I'm going to sit there like, who? Before we gang up, who the fuck we talking about? Don't y'all want to know? Like, I don't know. Check outside. Who are you talking about? Teddy? Who are you talking about? I'm just saying. I stay with, you know, I stay cautious. And, you know, I ain't trying to take Scooby-Doo words and vigilant and stay looking over your goddamn shoulder for the goddamn information. That shit used to be, it was funny, right? That shit funny as hell. Stay looking over your shoulder for the goddamn informant. Where was he? Oh, he was under the chair. He was cold. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I ain't like T-Baby, you're gonna have to come on the show with me, girl. I'm gonna have to come on the show so you can play us some of Scooby-Doo old plays over here, girl. You're gonna have to just come on, hit the link on Saturday so we could rerun some shit. That'll get old Bookham panties in a bunch. So you might as well just hit the link, T-Baby, since you control the channel. And go ahead on and run the recording of all of those sayings, girl, because I think he need a reality check. Bookham only came out here, in my opinion, to fight against people who did not deserve to have this fight. He put out a lot of propaganda against a lot of people who I feel that did not deserve it. Bookham did not do no more than the next R. Kelly supporter out here to show support for Mr. Kelly. He ain't did nothing no bigger. At the end of the day, with all of these panels and all of this, I know him and I know him personally, he's me and he's this. Ain't none of these niggas did anything to get R. Kelly a not guilty plea. None of them. They, just confused every goddamn thing. He just confused everything. Yeah, that was it. Insecurity. I was Canic, I'd have knocked your damn hand off my shoulder. Get your ass off of me, nigga. Who is you? Who is you, nigga? He down there all over on top of Canic's shoulder, like Canic know his ass. Canic don't know you. What you down there hugging on that damn man for? What Juicy say? He said, because you're welcome to all that we want to join the. Oh yeah, definitely, Angel. He said, I don't know, he only came into this fight for clout. I think so. That's all I could get out of it, Dom. That's facts. That's facts. She said you just had to be there. So but the question is why? Dom, like why? Why, Mr. Kelly? Out of all the people out here been into some shit and everything going on, it's like, why? I ask myself all the time, why this man? Based off a bunch of old ass shit that was in some goddamn inserted paperwork. Prosecutors are bound to an oath. If they brought federal and governments in, and Kim Fox and call for all of these people to come out for taking immunity and all this stuff, you best to believe they're going to find a way around to make sure that their stories is covered up by them. They needed them. They needed them. So they had to do any and everything. And there's no way that they're going to drop a dime on Drunken Larry. But that still does not show the public. Well, then if that's not true, then why is Tasha K saying these things on her video? How do they explain that? And I say that to say this: if they're saying that he has no involvement in it, they better show damn well Jennifer Bungie ain't gonna find it. They better pray that she don't find it. The only way not to find it is if they seal shit, and you have to be very specific about things that you're asking as far as discovery. There's another thing that I really did. I was discouraged, was just baffled about. Do y'all remember the time when Greenberg showed up in New York, right? And Jennifer Bonjean was there. And Greenberg jumps up to say, well, if there's any paperwork, I'd like to say, you put on record, that she'll get everything that she needs on her own. And I was mad. I ain't gonna lie, I was mad as hell. And I'm sure that there may be a good reason behind it, but I was mad as hell. If you have already poured your motions and you got this, you finally got boxes of stuff from the prosecution side, what was wrong with him boxing up everything and taking it and saying, we have everything that you need, but you go through it, and if there's anything else that you need, then we'll put in the motion to get those things. What was wrong with that? Y'all ain't gonna lie, I was mad as hell. What's going on, Rand? What's going on? He was easily accessible. Yeah. You said, can we type in the chat things that we've seen and heard that may be forgotten and you let us talk? Yeah, yes, you can, huh? Yes, you can. Yes, because I'll remember a lot. So you guys might be remembering a lot. So that's just that. Yeah. So I don't know. I have a lot of videos and all that stuff, y'all, but it's just so time consuming, but I'm gonna get it together and we're gonna just continue to keep having fun with this, whether if they like it or not. I don't give a fuck because Bookham don't like because something is being played or said or told. He does the same shit. I don't give a fuck that he sits over there to fix his mouth on some shit about where you can't play my videos. And this boy done played everybody goddamn video or done stole commentary all around YouTube. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't, you know. I don't care about him crying. I wish I would. He said he did not take no washer and dryer. That's what he said. What about the information, Mr. Kelly? I saw when he put up, some of Mr. Kelly's information. What the Social Security card? How we know that his Social Security card and shit wasn't used for whatever the case may be. I don't know, but that's not, important right now. The important thing is for Miss Bonjean to go ahead and get, on her appeal action, and that's what she's working on. You got that right, T-Lynn. I don't give a fuck, because who is he to think that the shit that he do can't nobody else do it? Who the fuck is you? Who the fuck is you? Girl, please. Ain't gonna happen, y'all. I don't know what this song is, but we going out on this one, y'all. I'll see y'all again sometime through the week, and we gonna sit a while. I'll drop the link, open up the phone lines. I gotta run out for a little bit. Hey, I love that you guys are rocking with the channel. I'm glad that you're rocking. We got a community where we can come and talk the shits and laugh at the shits. And that's what it is, Book. And guess what? Ain't a damn thing you can do about it. Nothing. Get your ass over there and finish beating up Drunken Larry, because right now Drunken Larry winning. And I still don't give a fuck. See y'all later. Yeah, not today. Yeah, not today. Not today. Don said, when a woman's fed up, it ain't nothing you can do about it. So, yeah, I know February is coming up, right? I expect for y'all to be dropping that Valentine's song by Mr. Kelly. Just play it all February. Yeah. Heaven chose you to be my Valentine. Y'all need to drop that. Drop it for February. All right, y'all.